Good evening, students. In my last class, I gave you an overview of the input devices that we will be discussing in Unit 2. So, in today's class, I will tell you about the output devices that we will be doing in Unit 2 in our coming online classes. So, first of all, what is an output device? An output device is a device that helps you in displaying the output. Alright, you are able to view your output with the help of output devices only. So the types of output devices are, first is your monitors. Whatever you type with the help of your keyboard, that particular thing is displayed only because of the monitor. If there was no monitor, so obviously you wouldn't be able to view anything. Okay, so monitors is your first type of output devices that we will be covering. Then second type of output devices that we will talk about is your printers. Okay, you can also easily see whatever you have typed. Suppose you have typed something and saved it in a document, you can print that document and you can easily see the output. Okay, and the third type of output device that we will be covering is your graphic plotters. So first let's talk about the monitors. What is a monitor? Monitor is also known as your visual display unit. What is it known as? It is known as visual display unit, which is a main part of the computer. It forms images from tiny dots called pixels. Whatever image you are creating on the output screen, that image basically is made from small dots. What are those dots called? Those dots are known as pixels. So a pixel is the smallest unit which helps you in creating the image. Alright, so when you combine those particular dots, that is your image. Okay, you basically combine those particular dots and you create your image. Your whole screen, your whole output screen, which is a rectangular screen, is made up of those small dots called pixels. Okay, so the sharpness of any image basically depends upon the number of pixels that particular screen has. Okay, suppose I talk about this screen. When we do computer graphics programming, how do we view our output? Suppose let's say I have just created a simple image, a circle. I suppose I have created, okay, and I want to view it on my screen. So this will be my x-axis, like I'm moving in this direction now. This will be my x-axis and this will be my y-axis. In your computer screen, this will be your y-axis. Okay, so your x-axis will move in positive direction like here, and your y-axis will move in positive direction like in this direction. Suppose let's say you have see, basically suppose you want to draw a circle. So हम क्या करते हैं? What do? We use different inbuilt functions in computer graphics. For creating a circle, the function is circle followed by x comma y comma radius. X stands for जो आप x axis का dimension लेंगे, whatever dimension you take on the x axis. Y means whatever you dimension you take on the y axis, and radius is जितने radius का आप circle बनाना चाहते हैं. Suppose let's say मैंने x axis पे 100 ले लिया, ठीक है, तो 0 यहाँ से होगा, so 100 will be somewhere like this. So this is 100. Y axis में suppose मैंने 200 लिया, y axis 200 will be somewhere over here. So इसके बीच में whatever radius I'll take, x 100, y 200, that pixel will point over here. So starting from that, suppose I have taken the radius as 20. So my circle will be drawn of radius 20. Okay, so that particular circle that is drawn, it is drawn by combining small dots. Those small dots are known as pixels. Okay, so the total number of pixels on that particular rectangular screen, okay, is the basically it tells you the sharpness of an image. The sharpness of an image depends upon the total number of pixels on that particular screen. So there is every monitor has like the total number of pixels means the resolution of that particular screen. The resolution of that particular screen is the total number of pixels that screen is having. So that's total number of pixels will be the total number of pixels in x direction and the total number of pixels in y direction. We multiply that number of pixels in x into number of pixels in y, then we get the resolution of that particular screen. Okay, now there are two, this is the concept of pixels that I told you. Now there are basically two types of viewing screen. The monitors, basically they are of two types. What are those two types? First is cathode ray tube and second is your flat panel display. Okay. Before telling you about cathode ray tube and flat panel display theoretically, let me show you the diagram of both these two first. See, you all must have worked on these type of computers in your school days. Okay, like when you were in class 4th or 5th, you all must have worked on these type of computers. So this is your CRT monitor, that is cathode ray tube monitor. As the like your earlier TVs, उस टाइम पे जो हमारी TVs होती थी वो भी इतनी बड़ी होती थी. They used to take so much of space. ठीक है ना, टीवी के लिए अलग से we used to have the showcase and then you used to put the TV in that showcase. ठीक है, so this is your CRT monitors. Now in my last class I told you something about CRT. So obviously that would not have got clear to you. So let me explain you the functionality of CRT with the help of this diagram. Whatever I told you in the last class, just see that with the help of this diagram. You should know this diagram. I don't expect you to know the details of this because you all are BBA students, but you should be aware of the functioning of the cathode ray tube, that how the cathode ray tube basically functions. Okay, now see, these are your connector pins. What are these? These are your connector pins. When you will put this connector pin in the power plug, the power will be supplied. And as I told you, the power that is supplied is positively charged. Okay, that power goes to this, goes inside what? Goes to the electron gun. Now electron gun basically contains the electrons. Electrons are negatively charged. Alright, the electrons in this electron gun are negatively charged. So as positive and positive attract each other, positive and positive repel each other, negative and negative repel each other, and positive and negative attract each other, the power, the electrons and the power supply that you give from here, they will move forward, they will attract and they will move forward. Now here there is a focusing system. Okay, what will this focusing system do? This focusing system will give a particular direction to the electrons. Okay, they will give a particular direction to the electrons and they will help the electrons in moving in a particular direction in a particular row and hit this phosphorus coated screen. Okay, so the electrons will then, they will take a particular direction and they will hit this phosphorus coated screen. So once they hit the phosphorus coated screen, light is produced. Okay, so that is the light which, with the help of which you are able to see the images on your computer or your televisions. Okay, so that is the light that is hit on the phosphorus coated screen. So we need to hit the electrons again and again on this phosphorus coated screen so that the images do not get blurred or the screen does not get blank, does not get dark. Okay, because we want the light to be, whenever you switch on your monitor or you switch on your TV, you want to view the images, you always want to see the light. So for that, phosphorus on this phosphorus coated screen, electron is hit again and again. Okay, so what is the reason behind it? The reason behind is that the phosphorus has a property that its intensity keeps on reducing. Intensity keeps on reducing, मतलब the brightness, just brightness से the light is coming, that keeps on blurring. Okay, that keeps on lowering down. So once its intensity comes down to 1/10th, all right, you will see a blur screen. Okay, so to avoid that, the phosphorus is hit, the electron is hit on this phosphorus coated screen again and again. So this is known as refresh CRT. We have to refresh CRT again and again. How? By hitting the electrons again and again on the phosphorus coated screen. Now what is the functionality of this magnetic deflection coils? Basically they will they will help give the power supply over here. These all are positively charged. They will give the positive charge to the electrons so that they do not repel each other. ठीक है, पहले तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज यहाँ से मिल जाएगा, उसके बाद these magnetic deflection coils will give the positive charge to the electrons so that they do not repel each other and hit the phosphorus coated screen in a particular direction. ठीक है, so this is the functionality of CRT, that how a CRT works. And CRT display, as I told you, is made up of small pictured element called pixels. The smaller the pixel, the better the image clarity, or in other words, the resolution. Now the second type of monitors that we will be discussing is your flat panel display. Okay, flat panel display monitors, basically they refer to a class of video devices that have reduced volume, weight and power consumption in comparison to CRT. We all can see this is taking so much of space, so much of volume, so much of power consumption. So the flat panel display have reduced power consumption, volume and your weight. Now you can hang these flat panel display easily on your wrists, or you can hang them on your wall, or you can wear them on your wrists. Okay, nowadays watches have also come which use this flat panel display monitors. Okay, then its uses are, uses of flat panel display include calculators, then video games, monitors, laptop computers, graphic display. Everywhere flat panel display are being used. There are two types of flat panel display that we will be discussing. First is your emissive display and second is your non-emissive display. Emissive display, basically they convert the electric energy into light. Okay, what technique emissive display follows? They convert the electric energy into light. And the example of emissive display is your plasma panel, या LED. LED stands for light emitting diodes. Okay, and non-emissive display, they basically convert sunlight or light from some other source into graphic patterns, like your LCD. Example of your non-emissive display is your LCD, that is liquid crystal display. Okay, LED lights you all have seen. So see, LED, this is your which type of flat panel display? Emissive display. And your LCD is your type of non-emissive display. We will be covering them in details in our coming classes. Then the second type of output device that we will be discussing is your printers. Printer, or how do the printer work? A printer is an external hardware output device that takes the electronic data stored on a computer or other device and generates a hard copy of it. Okay, so it will take when you will give the print command, it will take the electronic data and it will give you the result in form of hard copy. Now we will be discussing different types of printers. Some of the basically two types of printers are your impact printers and non-impact printers, which are written over here, but we will be discussing around 4 or 5 types of printers in our coming classes. Okay, along with the image of each type of printers. Then third type of output device that we will be discussing is your plotter. What is a plotter? A plotter is a computer hardware device, much like a printer, that is used to print vector graphics. Now what do we mean by vector graphics? Basically there are two types of graphics display, random scan display and raster scan display. Okay, now what is a raster scan display? In a raster scan display, the electron beam is swept across the screen one row at a time. Okay, the beam of electron will pass through the phosphorus coated screen one row at a time. So the whole beam of electron is hit on the phosphorus coated screen. But in random scan display is also known as your vector graphics. In your random scan display, the